So in this particular session, what we'll be trying to understand is how to solve problems based on atomic and molecular masses. Okay, we'll be trying to take problems based on average atomic mass and how to calculate the mass of an atom or mass of a molecule. Okay, so let us try to take some problems and understand. So our first question is, boron has two isotopes, boron 10 and boron 11, whose percentage abundance are 19.6% and 80.4% respectively. What is the average atomic mass of boron? Okay, so what they have given in the question is boron 10 and boron 11. Okay, means boron having atomic mass 10 and boron having atomic mass 11. These are the two isotopes of boron, and their percentage abundance, which is 19.6%. So boron 10 is present 19.6% with respect to the boron 11, which is 80.4%. What we need to find out is the average atomic mass of boron. So what is average atomic mass? So average atomic mass is nothing but relative abundance of the first isotope into atomic mass of that first isotope plus relative abundance of the second isotope multiplied by the atomic mass of the second isotope by the total relative abundance. So over here, when we say relative abundance of the first isotope, we mean boron 10 or boron 11, whatever we take, you'd have to take the atomic mass of that same atom, like 19.6, okay, which is the relative abundance of boron 10 into atomic mass. Okay, atomic mass, boron 10 means 10 plus relative abundance of the two, okay, that is 80.4 into atomic mass of the second one, that is boron 11, okay, that is 11, and total relative abundance, obviously it's percentage, it has to be 100, so 19.6 plus 80.4. If you calculate that, what you'll get is 10.804 U. Okay, so that is the average atomic mass of boron, that is 10.8. So that is how we calculate. Okay, it's a very simple way of calculating the average atomic mass of any atom. Coming for the second problem, carbon occurs in nature as a mixture of carbon 12 and carbon 13. The average atomic mass of carbon is 12.011. What is the percentage abundance of carbon 12 in nature? Okay, so what we are trying to say over here is, what they have given us is the atomic mass of carbon, okay, the average atomic mass of carbon, and what they want us to calculate is the percentage abundance. It's just the opposite question what they have asked just now. Okay, what they have given in the first question is they have given us the percentage abundance, and they have actually they have told us to calculate the abundance or the average atomic mass. So over here the average atomic mass is given and we have to calculate the percentage abundance. So how to? Again, the approach is very same. So average atomic mass is given by that formula. Now the question is, how much is the percentage abundance of carbon 12? Okay, so what do we know is, let X be the percentage abundance of carbon 12. Since I don't know, so let it be X. What do I know is they are asking us percentage abundance. So I know that the total abundance is always equal to 100. So I hope you can understand that the total abundance of carbon 12 and carbon 13 is 100, out of which carbon 12 is X. So how much will be carbon 13? 100 minus X. Okay, again I am repeating it. They are asking us percentage abundance. Percentage abundance will always be equal to 100. So total abundance is 100, out of which X is 12. So how much left is carbon 13? That will be 100 minus X. So now how to calculate average atomic mass? So it will be relative abundance of first. So carbon 12, how much? X. So relative abundance of the first, X, into 12, carbon 12, atomic mass 12, plus relative abundance of the second isotope, that is carbon 13, how much? 100 minus X. 100 minus X into 13, that is atomic mass of the carbon 13, by 100. I hope you can understand why we have written 100. Total relative abundance, that is 100, will be equal to, which is given, the average atomic mass is given to us in the equation, that is 12.011. So 12.011. Now what we can do is, we can just simplify this, we'll get the value of X. So X will be equal to 98.9%. That means the abundance of carbon-12, which is X, is nothing but equal to 98.9%. If you want to find out the relative abundance of carbon-13, you just deduct 100 minus 98.9. Whatever you will get will be the abundance of carbon-13. So that is how we get the relative abundance if the average atomic mass is given. If average atomic mass is not given and percentage is given, then how to find it is by directly putting into the formula. Okay. Let us go for the next problem. Calculate the actual mass of one molecule of NH3. See, actual mass of one molecule of NH3. When we say actual mass, basically what we mean is in grams. Okay. Now, what do we know? Yes, 1 AMU is 1.66 into 10 to the power minus 24 grams. Okay, that is what we know. The value of 1 AMU in grams is 1.66 into 10 to the power minus 24. Okay, if that is the case, then molecular mass of NH3 will be how much? So it will be 14 nitrogen, hydrogen is 3 into 1, which will be 17U. Okay, I hope it's clear. So that means the molecular mass of NH3 is 17 AMU. What does it mean? It is 17 times of 1 AMU. How much is 1 AMU? This much gram. So what is the actual mass of one molecule of ammonia? 17 into 1 AMU. 1 AMU is 1.66 into 10 to the power minus 24 grams. So if you multiply that, what you get is 2.82 into 10 to the power minus 24 grams. So that is the actual weight of one molecule of ammonia. So if you take exactly one molecule of ammonia and weigh it in grams, that will be the weight of one molecule of ammonia. Okay. So coming for the next problem, a similar problem. Okay. Calculate the actual mass of one molecule of carbon dioxide. Very same. We'll try to find out for carbon dioxide. How to do it? Again, molecular mass of carbon dioxide will be 12 plus 2 into 16. 12 is atomic mass of carbon, 2 for oxygen, and 16 atomic mass of oxygen. So it will be 44 AMU. That means it is 44 times heavier than 1 AMU. How much is 1 AMU? We know. So we need to multiply it. That is 44 into 1.66 into 10 to the power minus 24 grams, which gives you 7.304 into 10 to the power minus 23 grams. That is the actual mass of one molecule of carbon dioxide. So if anyone will ask you what is the actual mass of one molecule of carbon dioxide, it is 7.304 into 10 to the power minus 23 grams. Okay. Coming for our last problem, the relative abundance of naturally occurring element M is 7.899 M24, 10% M25, and 11% is M26. The atomic weight of M will be, again, it is the very same thing. The only difference is now they have given us 3 isotope. So average atomic mass. So over here, I'm writing the same formula, but since there are 3, so I will go for the third one also, okay, which you can see over here. So relative abundance of the first, 78.99 into 24. Okay, atomic mass is 24. This is 24, M24, plus relative abundance of the second one, which is 10%. Atomic mass is 25. Relative abundance of the third one, 11.01 into 26. Okay, if there is, let's say, fourth isotope which is given, then you have to multiply the fourth one also. Okay, and total relative abundance, since it is in percentage, you can add 78.99, 11.01, and 10%. You will always get it 100. So if you simplify that, the answer which you'll be getting is 24.32. So that is how actually we solve the problems based on atomic mass, average atomic mass, how to calculate the actual mass of an atom or a molecule. Okay.